You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
응답하라,
Yeochin.
Yeochin. Go to the end of the shit.
Back to the 경 to the Jew. Whew, Jane. I have to tell you about some drama.
What's new?
Okay.
How are you doing?
Surprisingly,
It's not
well,
your first rodeo.
it's not my first rodeo. I should tell you though, right now, currently as we speak, my account is frozen.
With
My
TikTok?
TikTok?
Okay, frozen.
Yeah. So if you go to my page,
Okay.
you can't see any of my videos.
What?
You can see my page, but
Okay.
it's blanked out.
I'm going to confirm this. So
What,
one of
you
my
don't believe me?
No, I believe you. One of my listener friends was like, I have to ask, like, is Ellen doing okay with all this? And she's my college roommate. I love her to pieces, and she listens to like all of our episodes. You're right. I can't see anything on your page.
Why did she ask you that?
Because she was following, I guess, like she would
See some of the
videos.
Okay.
And of course, me being like, I have
So,
no idea what's
you're
going
like,
on.
I don't even know what's going on.
And
What's
I
wrong
was
with
like,
Ellen?
I was like, I guarantee you she is doing just fine. She's in Hawaii right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was
Yeah.
in the midst of that too,
Yeah.
of course.
And then I looked at some of it, and like all the drama that you somehow get roped into, I feel like there's so much context.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I have to go back and back and back and back. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know the origin of this.
Okay. So,
but we thought it's fitting. It's Asian American Heritage Month.
To celebrate AAPI month, let us talk
one thing about our
tea.
community is like it's very hard. I feel like, do you think there was the least division during COVID, like the rise in AAPI hate crimes, where we were all getting behind
for sure
each other,
for sure, and I think that's the time where we were all speaking up, in solidarity.
I mean, it really felt like we were all
on one
page, on one team.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's talk about it. I will just name them because at this point, like people, I think enough people know about it. This is mostly to do with Ed Choi. I call him Sketchy Ed because his
handle is Etcha,
and I'm like more like Sketchy Ed. So yeah, and like you said, he started his account during the height of COVID as well, and he kind of like became this like he brought the news of like
a voice.
Yeah. And that was great.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. In fact, initially I followed him too, and I thought, what a great thing he's doing for the community, like letting people know the unheard stories.
I think I still follow him on like both accounts. I just don't see his videos unless
you actually,
it's like a stitch or unless I go seeking it out.
Yeah. So in the beginning, I thought like everybody else, a lot of people I think just look at his face now and think, oh, he does Asian news, right?
Yeah.
It started out like that, and then you know, I had respect for him and Sujia.
Mm-hmm.
So the two of them, I met in LA, and then that's where it kind of went a little like, I don't love their vibe. Like what they present, in my opinion, what they present to be on social media is not the vibe I got from meeting them in person. And I'm very big on, this. You are also this way.
Yeah.
You may not express it, but you do get like that gut feeling. Like, is this person welcoming? Is this person, genuinely friendly? I did not. Like instantly I fell off, but I was like, maybe I'm being too critical.
But you were so excited to meet them in person,
and you know this,
right?
You know this, right?
Yeah, but that must have been it was
so a big letdown.
Were you like doubting yourself?
I absolutely
like doubting the vibes and.
Well, I was doubting my read. I was like,
okay.
maybe I'm being too critical.
Yeah,
Maybe I expected to be too warmly embraced when I met them, and
that's surprising because you usually, I think to a fault, hold people on a pedestal.
And I definitely held both of them in a pedestal.
Okay.
I thought they were great for our
Mhm.
community. In fact, the way Sujia and I became connected was she reached out to me when I was a much bigger creator.
Mm.
And then when she took off,
Mhm.
I genuinely was like, great.
Mhm.
Like, because I knew that I say things. I mean, at the beginning, I thought she was more polished than I was. And you
Mm.
know me, I've always said I'm like the gutter
Mhm. Mhm.
talker and I talk so much shit and I don't package myself. I
Mhm.
don't look presentable for the camera.
Mhm.
Whereas she's always like looking ready,
Mm.
camera
Mhm.
ready, and she had, I thought, more poise. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, good. Like, we need someone like that. I
Mhm.
genuinely thought. And then when her account started growing, I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
Like,
Like there's space for
for
everybody
everybody.
here.
And
Yeah.
I championed her.
Mhm.
Um, blowing up. In fact, I was like celebrating, like, oh my God, you reached a
Mm.
million. Yeah, you know. Um, but I met her shortly after that, and you
Mhm.
could clearly tell both of them like thought they were a celebrity.
Mhm.
And I was like, I mean, Jane, I met you
Uh-huh.
when you were at like 3 million,
Uh-huh.
and you were like, this TikTok is TikTok. Like, you were so like, this is not real, you know?
Yeah.
So having that as my like reference point,
Yeah.
and me personally also, nobody like outside of TikTok knows who we are. Kind, you know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? Like,
Right.
so having that being my mindset and then
Yeah.
seeing them act like they were, I don't know. I was just like,
Mhm.
wow,
Mm.
flabbergasted.
Mhm.
My flabbers were gasted. And I was
Yes.
like, ugh. And then it went downhill from, and I own it. This was probably my part. I was like, yeah, they ain't shit. I think I said it to somebody and then they got wind of it and then they were like, well, Ellen's not shit, and it just
Oh.
went a little bit back and forth. But that's like just
Yeah.
like little nonsense,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
Where it turned was I think I might have vocally made a video like, they're not who you think they are. Like,
Mm.
don't be like
Mhm.
me. Don't put them on a pedestal and think
Mm.
that like, they do things for money.
Mhm.
I mean, and we all do, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
not like everybody needs to pay their bills. Everybody needs to, but there is,
That probably was I would say is the goal for a lot of people to like want to blow up on social media.
yes,
We
yes.
just did not have the foresight that that's where it could lead.
We
Like,
were like some kind of like
yeah.
clueless. So we're like,
Yeah, we're clueless.
is it?
Yeah.
Should we? Well, actually, no. You have an agent. You make, you can actually do more, but you choose not to
Oh
because
yeah.
it's
My
not your
mental it
priority.
is not my
Yeah.
priority and I do
And you
not want it to
always,
be.
like,
Yeah.
I'm always astounded because you get brand deals and things, but you never make that your whole personality.
There's a cost to it,
Yeah,
honestly. There's
because
a
there's
cost.
work. It's
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
It also kind of rides your social media capital. So
Mhm.
you recognize the realness behind it.
Mhm.
But I do recall like people telling me too that listen to their podcast, like they were talking about like how they get such high when a video goes viral.
Mhm.
It's one thing to like, oh wow, this video blew up. Like, I didn't expect. For
Yeah.
me, I never know what's gonna blow up, so I don't even like. I no longer make videos with the anticipation like this is gonna, like I just
Yeah.
don't know. Like the way I
Yeah.
talk and yap about anything to everything, but I think the way they make their content, they know that there's a formula.
Yeah.
There's rage bait, right? Like
Yeah.
you can't deny that. Like, and
Mhm.
they both talked about how they get a high from it. Like, oh my God, when
Mm.
something goes, and so it's like, I know that there's an element to, and more views gets you,
Mhm.
clicks, adds to the dollar.
Mhm.
Fine. That's fine. Where it really went awry was that Sketchy Ed decided to make a video to expose me, quotation mark,
Mhm.
because I'm such a terrible person
What
for.
year was this? This was like
This has
shortly
probably
after we started the
been,
podcast.
yeah,
So
I
maybe like
probably would
3
say,
years ago.
yeah.
Yeah. 2.5, 3 years ago.
And that really, this is where like it became like a little squabble. Like, I don't
Mm.
like them, they don't like me.
Mm.
Um, to something more. Like he
Yeah.
ignited a rage
Okay.
that I probably haven't felt from another person since, like, things with, like, my stepmom.
Mm.
Because and the thing that really set me off was he made this video that was like, Ellen is a terrible person because she acts poor when she has mortgages to
Mhm.
multiple. I'm like, "Oh my god, I have mortgages."
Yeah.
Yes, I own my starter home that we started that we didn't wanna go foreclose on,
Mhm.
held on to it for dear life,
Mhm.
and then we ended up keeping it, and that's what we call our one-bedroom, 1.5 bath townhome that we started in, that we lived in, that, had lawsuit after lawsuit where we couldn't sell
Mm.
because the builders were faulty, but we couldn't get any of our money back. That house we kept, and that's what we call our college fund for our 2
Mhm.
boys.
Mhm.
And yes, I absolutely want to help my boys if they are wanting to get higher education.
Mhm.
I wanna be able to help them because
Mhm.
I didn't have that financial aid
Mhm.
from my parents,
Mhm.
and it was very hard
Mhm.
for and isn't the whole point of you like, you wanna do better for your children.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna be ashamed of that,
Yeah.
and he was trying to make me feel ashamed
Mm.
and, and saying but the
But
the
I mean, how does he know this? So he went digging
he
because
went digging.
that's
I don't even know where this guy lives.
yeah.
I know he's in California, I don't know what city, I don't care.
Yeah.
All I've said about him is what I've, like, experienced, which is my
Mhm.
opinion from meeting him,
What you've
and then
experienced and what you've seen.
what I've
Yeah.
seen and what he's put out
Mhm.
himself. I don't have to go digging.
Mhm.
The other thing that he did, this is the really he's blocked on
Mhm.
all my social medias.
Mhm. Meaning
But
you can't see any of his
yeah,
content.
I don't wanna see
Yeah.
anything that he does. But he went digging through my personal accounts,
Mhm.
and he's taking photos, my family's vacation
Mm.
photos, and in the name of quotation mark protecting my children, he's
Mhm.
cutting out my children's faces.
Mhm.
And this is him thinking that he's protecting them
Yeah.
while running a smear campaign.
Yeah.
Ellen, with her family on vacation for the 4th time this year, this is what you do. You're a grown ass man. You're in your 40s, sitting
Yeah.
in your home,
Mhm.
digging through my financial records,
Mhm.
and fine, financial records, but cutting out pictures of my children's
Mhm.
faces in the name
Mhm.
of protecting them.
Yeah. That
But really,
feels
what are
that
you
feels
doing?
invasive and
That
violating.
I think that once that was done, I was like, you are scum of the earth.
Mhm.
You're disgusting. And the fact that you can't sit there and see that, like how gross that
Mhm.
behavior is,
Mhm.
that whatever respect or benefit of the doubt I had for the guy,
Mm.
gone.
Mm.
That's what did it.
Mhm.
I always now, like, and that first time seeing that video of him talking about me in
Mm.
that way with my children's faces cut out, like, it burned into my core memory,
Mhm.
Jane, and I will never let that go.
Yeah.
So after that, I'm like, this guy. Then recently, newer people, new voices started
Mhm.
talking, and I'm like, good for them. Like, again, I champion other voices in the space. I was proud of these uh, new accounts, and they started to scrutinize what Sujia and Ed were doing.
Mhm.
And I'm like, great, I'm not the only one seeing this.
Mhm.
Well, one of the girls, Dr. Gia, she has a bad history with her advisor.
Mm.
She works at Harvard,
Mhm.
and she went on a rant on her live, and it's clear that she was abused by this guy so she talks about being financially abused by this guy because he would make her work. And apparently this is very common in high academia
Mhm.
where the higher up people that hold power over your PhD
Yeah.
will try to get you to do work for them for
Absolutely.
free. So she was
Absolutely.
speaking about this
Yeah.
and how he manipulated her to do more for um and then would hold it over her head that
Mhm.
he wouldn't help get her PhD published or
Mhm.
and then as she was ranting to like 5 people on her live, she was like, this I even know this guy's address, blah blah blah. And she actually said his address and all this stuff. Ed recorded that, or he claims someone else recorded it and sent to him and said, oh, you all are saying I dox people. Look at what Gia's doing. And
But he has nothing to do with this.
he has nothing to do with this other than that Gia has expressed that he's
She
a loser.
criticized him.
Yes. Yes.
But he has nothing.
It has nothing to do with him.
with this beef.
Right. But he recorded that,
Mhm.
submitted to Harvard,
No.
and she got fired from Harvard. And he gloats that, oh, guess what, Gia? Harvard told me that you got fired after I submitted that you were talking in this way. These are real, like, these are people.
Where is this energy coming from? Because it clearly, okay, this is like the same kind of energy that is needed to right injustices, but it's being applied
to
in a
personal,
totally
yep.
vindicating manner.
Oh, you know what Gia talked about? And this actually, and there's a pattern, right? Gia talked about how he's such a loser for kicking out his 80-year-old mother on Thanksgiving that most of internet has talked about. Most Asian American people that are kind of have the opinion that when Ed went online looking for validation that he kicked out his 80-year-old mother on Thanksgiving Day because she gave away his dog sweater. I'm not even making that shit up. Those are his own words. Again, nobody has to go digging for this stuff. This is what he shared online. And he went looking for support. Because why else would you share that story? That's embarrassing. The fact that you're not embarrassed by it also just shows where your lack of... And his thing is, well, she abused me and she did all this when I was a kid. I'm like, listen, I hate to... We were all abused when we were a kid, right? I mean, I'm not... But there is a power dynamic that has shifted since those days. You're a grown man, and now you have an elder that is 80 years old. And the way he describes the story, he talks about like berating her like over 20 times. Where's my sweater? Where's my dog sweater? What did you do? What did you do? Grilling her. And people are like...
His sweater with the dog on it, or a sweater that belongs to his dog?
Sweater.
Okay.
His dog sweater. Jane is like confused. Like, the dog was wearing a sweater or he had a sweater with his dog on it? No, his dog sweater. And so, but it's like his story is like, she's abused me so many times. This is like the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm like, that's... Anyways, okay, fine. That happened. That's what... And anybody that talks about that incident negatively, he wants to reveal where they were.
Will get doxxed.
Yeah. But it's not doxing because it's public information that he just puts out for his followers who are ready to foam at the mouth.
Well, that's the thing.
Right.
That's the thing.
You built your following on rage bait, and you have all these angry people that are just wanting to jump on something.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah.
You give them you feed them some treats and say, "Here you go.
Yeah.
Now go do more." And then it's like, "Oh, my hands are clean because I didn't actually say the address like Gia did."
Oh.
She's the real doxer. You know what I mean? How manipulative is that? But okay, and Gia has already a lot of haters, right? Because she is a smart woman who is loud and unapologetic. So already she had haters, and then he's feeding more into that. But so then that was already... That happened, and I was pissed for her, right? Was she in the wrong? Absolutely. She knows it. But like, that live was not going out to anybody. You know what I mean? She made the mistake of talking about it.
Yeah.
But
does she have a big following?
She does not. Not to the point that Ed has, right?
Yeah.
And in that particular live, I think there was like 5 people.
Ugh.
And okay, so let's set that aside, right? Then recently, now I have Ed blocked. So I don't know what's going on with him until somebody's like, here he goes again, and sends me a video.
And do you want to engage with that, or are you like, oh my God,
I don't ask for it. People keep DMing me like, you're
Yeah.
right about this guy. Like,
But when you make videos, are you, like, compelled to do it, or do you feel
no,
like
most
you're
of the
doing it
time.
because people expect you to?
So the last video I made about him doing what he did to me,
Mhm.
where I felt really violated, like I told you about him
Mhm.
cutting out my children's pictures, going through my financial record. I made like I think like a 2-minute video that was like, tell me if
Mm.
you think this happened to you, if someone
Mhm.
was doing this to you
Mm.
and you've not done anybody wrong, but they're doing this to you, would you not feel violated?
Mhm.
That got over like I think it's almost like 150,000 views.
Mhm.
And people were like, this is gross.
Mhm.
So at that point I'm like, okay, I got to say my say and
Mhm.
people agree.
Yeah,
This
and I'm
is
done with
gross.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was done with it.
Mhm.
And with the Dr. Gia situation, she did do something wrong.
Mhm.
So it was like hard to speak up for her in that moment. And she was also
Well, I
like,
mean,
you know,
it's real it's hard because, like, you could argue, okay, she did do something wrong, but
right.
she didn't do.
But to paint her out like a terrorist
Yeah.
that was going to actually like do harm to this
Yeah.
man that
Yeah, yeah,
kept
yeah.
abusing her in all the different ways, like
Yeah.
financially,
Mhm.
academically, like, okay.
Right.
So let's set that aside, right? So it's like annoying and I'm checking and I know her. I mean, like we've talked, I'm like, are you okay? And this is, I mean, can you imagine you work your butt off to build a career
Yeah.
and
No, I
something on
cannot
social
imagine. It's just
media
so silly because
and
it's like,
you're a champion of Asian women, you claim? The hypocrisy of that, right?
and none of this would be beef if there weren't public platforms.
Right.
And it's like, it's public for what?
Right. What's the
For what?
purpose?
Yeah, what is the purpose?
You've lost the plot. So much. The next thing that happened, which is the most recent thing. So, let me take you back like a month ago,
Okay.
unrelated to any of this. I'm on live and this person asks to jump on my live.
Mhm.
And I look at the account and I recognize I've seen like a cute video from a Korean woman.
Mm.
So I'm like, oh, okay, let me like let her in. She hops on and she's like, Annie, like I was talking about my Korea trip.
Mhm.
And she's like, oh, how I would love to join you on your Korea trip.
Mm.
She tells me this,
Mhm.
this Korean American woman. And I said, well, then come.
Mhm.
Like, that's exactly who this trip is for.
Mhm.
She's like, oh, I can't. Like, I wish I could. I'm like, well, what's holding you back? Like,
Mhm.
well, I have a son. I'm like, girl, I have sons. Like, you have a village for a reason. Like, have your village help you out. Does your mom help you out? Does your sister help you out?
Mm.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, then come.
Mm.
It takes some finessing. You know
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah.
It's hard to work it out, but once you tell them it's only for a week, let's go. I get off, pleasant conversation. Then she DMs me like, Ani, like I didn't get to tell you more, but my son is like paralyzed.
Mm.
And Jane, it is one of the saddest stories. Her child, I think, was like probably like 3 or 4 when COVID broke out.
Mhm.
Totally healthy child, Jane.
I think I remember,
Hitting all the
yeah,
milestones.
watching this on
Yeah.
on one of your videos.
And then COVID happened. She took him to the doctor or to the
He got
hospitals.
COVID?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was sick. I don't know if
Okay.
he got COVID, but he was sick.
Mm.
And he was running a high temperature. And
Mhm.
they're like, we're dealing with COVID right now. You
Ugh.
can't be here.
Yeah.
Just leave. Your
Mhm.
child, just give him some ibuprofen, let the temperature fall down. He should be fine. But something said in Sarah's gut that he was not fine. So she's like, we got to go back to the hospital.
Yeah.
She took her mom, who's a nurse, like, Mom, come with me to the
Mm.
hospital. Vouch for me. Like, help me. Something's not right here.
Mm.
So they go back, but they get turned away again. And when they get turned away, he has multiple seizures. And by the time they get back to the hospital, it's too late.
Oh my God.
He's they bring him back, but he's not the same child.
And he was typically developing
Totally
before.
typical, hitting all the milestones. And I get I hear this and I'm like, oh my God. Like it I, but she has such a lovely aura about
Mhm.
her. She's smiling. Her energy is just light and kindness and
Mm.
grace. And I'm like, Sarah, God, how do you do it?
Mhm.
This child is bedridden. She needs to be next to him like
Mhm.
24/7 around the clock. How do you keep going? She goes, Annie, oh my gosh. I've had some dark days. Not gonna lie to you, especially in the beginning. And I told Sarah, I don't know that I would be that strong. I think I would break down completely.
Mhm.
And I don't know. But like, so we shared this moment and I told her, I told her, you are inspiration. You are
Mhm.
mom goals. The way you didn't, the way you still keep going, the way you're bright and you're still loving on I mean, of course, a mom will love their child to the depths of earth no matter what happens. I
Mhm.
get that, but it's like that devastation, right? How do you like I just fell in love with this woman.
Mhm.
I truly fell in love with her her love
Mm.
and the glow.
Mhm.
Just the kindest soul.
Mhm.
So I became connected with her.
Mhm.
We stayed in touch
Mhm.
and we're friends now, and I'm like checking in, like, how are things.
Mhm.
Then a month later, she is getting hated on from Ed Choi's following, Sketchy Ed's following, because Ed first exposes Rick, or Pop Ross or
Who
whatever.
is that?
So Rick is friends with Dumbfounded, which
Oh, yeah.
he's a big
Mhm.
podcaster and
Uh-huh.
pretty well known
Yeah.
in Asian community. And I
Mhm.
guess Dumbfounded and Rick Rick has a podcast with Dumbfounded.
Okay.
Homeroom, I think,
Okay.
in addition to him having another podcast, right?
Mhm.
And that one's pretty popular, I think.
Mhm.
I didn't know anything about. I know Dumbfounded, but I didn't know Rick.
Mhm.
But I don't watch their podcasts. I mean, I
Mhm.
think I see like viral clips here and there. Like I know of him, but I don't know like either of them. But I guess Ed Choi did an expose on Rick not following through with the restaurant collaboration. So he was paid money. He was supposed to put out video, and Rick comes out saying, "Yes, I fucked
Oh,
up.
okay.
I own it.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
dropped the
yeah.
ball on this. Let
Mhm.
me make it right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna refund the restaurant the money. I'm
Mm.
gonna make a video.
Mm-mm.
Doesn't make excuses whatsoever.
Mhm.
That's on me.
Takes
Yeah, I
accountability.
fucked up.
Yeah.
No excuses. I need to make it right. That's what I'm
Mhm.
gonna do."
Good.
And then Sarah sees just that video.
Mhm.
And then Sarah actually knows Rick.
Oh, okay.
Not like personally, but
Uh-huh.
Sarah then goes, it was disappointing to hear what he did,
Mm.
but I have hope that he can do better.
Mhm.
Because one time, very long ago in my 20s, and I guess Rick is a Christian rapper, or that's where
Mhm.
his background is. So back in Sarah's 20s, she was trying to raise money to go on a mission trip.
Mm.
And I guess like she knew Rick was going to be in town.
Mhm.
At that time, Rick was blowing up in the Christian rapper scene.
Christian rap scene.
So
Uh-huh.
then she was like, "Is there any chance that you could come to my open mic thing that I'm
Yeah.
doing? I'm trying to raise money."
Mhm.
And he shows up.
Mhm.
And everybody's like really into it. The little event that Sarah planned, success.
Mm.
And everybody enjoyed their time. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, like this guy, I know he's blowing up in our community. Like, I know he's busy, but he made time for me and he showed up."
Mhm.
And then she was like, "I was just a college kid. I didn't know, like, we didn't actually set any terms, but it is an appearance. I know he gets paid to do gigs."
Mhm.
So I said, "Hey, like, I didn't know. I know we didn't like finalize details, but how much can I pay you?" He says, "Girl, don't worry about it.
Mm.
Like, I wanted to help out.
Mhm.
I wanted to just show up for you."
Mhm.
And that's it. And so
Wow.
she shares this story
Mhm.
just purely like because she had this one instance.
Mhm.
and was like, I hope he makes it right. This is the Rick instance that I had. Rick shares that story on his platform,
Okay.
right? But then what happens is that Ed is not done with Rick. He has apparently SA victims that have come out
Okay.
to share their stories about Rick, only to Ed.
But then he's not, again, like, not part of this.
Well, he's gonna show the world the horrible Rick. It's a continuation from the
restaurant collab.
now
But
it's SA.
again, like, he has no skin in the game, like, no
Right.
stake in the beef. Like,
Well, according to Ed, he does, because he himself is a SA survivor, which because I had blocked Ed for so long, I didn't know. Like, I heard bits and pieces of it, but I didn't know. But apparently he had come out and said that he was SA'd at 8 years old by a cousin. I still don't know the full details because I don't really, I haven't blocked, right?
Yeah.
So apparently he shared the story on his platform. So so now he's reading a statement from the SA victim that wrote to Ed. So Ed is reading the statement. And Ed is like, I will always speak for victims because I was them.
I see. So
And
he's like the voice of
self-appointed.
Right, because this is his brand.
Yeah.
Is
So now
calling
it's
out-
not the victim's trauma, it's also Ed's trauma too, because he knows. And so I said, "Oh, I didn't know enough about what Ed had shared before." But I was like, "Wait." So he said his words were, "I am them."
Okay.
The SA victims coming to him, he is them. I'm like, "Wait, you're a Korean woman that was SA'd by a toxic Korean man?" What? That's what I said. And now he's like, Ellen doesn't believe, invalidates my story and these women's stories, blah, blah, right? Okay. Sarah.
There's so much conflation going on here.
Right. Okay, and you know what, Jane? When I was in Korea as a little girl with no mom or dad, okay, I lived with my aunt and uncle. Nobody was looking after me, right? And I'm not saying, I had uncles touch me. I had cousins touch me. I didn't even know it was so normalized in Korea. I didn't even know that was SA until I became an adult.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I look back and I'm like, oh, that wasn't right. Like, I didn't even know. They're like, oh, that's your pussy? Oh, okay. Like, that's, like,
yeah.
But I had no sense that was even wrong. In Korea, grown men were very touchy. My cousin played doctor. It's all wrong, right? But I'm not going to use that trauma and relive it with someone else's trauma, right?
Yeah.
Like, that happened to me. It was a fucked up thing, but I'm not going to, every time I hear a essay story, say, that happened to me too. I don't know. Like, that's not, I feel a person has to tell their own story. And that should be theirs. And there is something, yes, believe women, but there's something else when a man who is known to go after women, reading a woman's words that doesn't come out. It's not your story to tell. Even if they were like, tell my story. There's something, it's exploited, there's exploitation happening, especially because this person makes content that is all about Asian trauma. Anyways, once Rick shares that story that Sarah spoke fondly about her one experience
She
with him.
vouched for him,
Yeah,
and he shared that.
he shared that.
Mhm.
And then Ed goes into town. Like, Sarah
Okay.
is speaking up for Rick
Mhm.
and is clearly invalidating these SA victims that have come forward. Now it's not just one SA victim, it's multiple.
Yeah.
And some people are saying, oh my God, there are 12 victims that have come forward. Where?
Mm.
Only Ed
Mm.
knows about
Mm.
all the victims.
Mhm.
Nobody's gone to the police.
Mhm.
Only Ed.
Mm.
And we don't know anything other than what Ed is saying, a
Mhm.
man. So now he's saying, and now he's making videos like, can you believe the Sarah woman who's coming out when there's SA victims vouching for Rick? Oh my God, what kind of woman is this? That's disgusting. So now all of Ed's rage-filled, foaming at the mouth followers are going to Sarah's page. You're disgusting. How dare you? You basically are speaking up for a rapist. Like, none of these people know all the details of all these supposed SA victims. We don't see it except for Ed.
Mhm.
So now she's getting a flood of hate.
Was she confused? Like, where is this?
She was like,
Okay.
so then I text.
Yeah.
I didn't know about Rick's. I also
Mhm.
did not know about Rick's supposed essay
Mhm.
expose that was coming out from Ed because I have Ed blocked.
Mhm.
So then how I found out was from Sarah.
Mhm.
Like, I had no idea this was
Mm.
happening. So Sarah makes a video. You guys,
Mhm.
I didn't know. I just knew about the restaurant
Mhm.
and like the restaurant incident and then I believe her. You know
Mhm.
why? Jane, because she's busy tending
Yes,
to her.
she's busy. She has a freaking life.
Well, also that when that was happening, Jane, she was at the hospital. She was
Ugh.
actually at the hospital with her child.
Is she doing okay?
So I texted Sarah. I'm like, hey,
Like,
Sarah.
she needs to remember that these are not.
Yeah.
These are like keyboard
Yeah.
warriors. They have.
So I check in on Sarah.
Yeah.
I say, are you okay?
Yeah.
She goes, Anya, I'm not okay.
No.
The
How
people
can
are
you
calling
be okay?
me.
A normal person
Yeah.
would not be okay.
I don't know. And Jane, Sarah has like 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
She's like, her videos average like 200 views.
Yeah. Yeah. She's.
Nobody is like looking at her as a crusader for a
Yeah.
rapist, right? And she's like, Anya, I didn't even know anything about. Now I have my family calling me saying, why did you do this and that?
Oh, God.
Are you fucking, he got her family to turn on her and say, what's going on? Why would you say this?
God.
So that ignited, like, I was over. I don't want to deal with that. But when I saw that happening to Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
it blew the fucking lid off again on me. And I was like, now, but it's not just me. It's not just Sarah. It's Dr. Gia. And it's numerous amounts of people that want to stay anonymous because they've already been attacked by Ed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, here you go. Let's talk about this. Okay?
So
Is it so
terrifying.
hard to believe that a medical mom who has a child that is paralyzed, cannot walk, cannot do anything, is bedridden, she's currently at the hospital. You cannot believe that she didn't know this was going on. This is a woman that can't even see her friends because she has to be glued to the bed. So she hops onto social media from time to time to have what feels like adult. It's the easiest access. But she can hop on and hop off. She's not glued to her social media accounts watching Ed's every move. You cannot believe that this woman might have better things than keep being thirsty for, Ed's next expose. So yeah, I spoke up. I said, "This who does this serve?
Yeah.
This woman This single mom, Jane, single mom. She does this all alone. Yeah. So I went to town. I was like, fuck you. Who do you think you are? You're the self-appointed judge, jury, executioner of people you don't like. This has nothing to do with Rick. And then it turns out, Jane, last year, Sarah made a video about Ed. Like, more like, wow, I thought this Ed guy was this journalist guy. I had no idea that he's tried to like harm so many people that have opinions that are different from his. And that little video that she made last year had like 18,000 views.
Mm.
So another person that was a little bit critical, not even critical, just like, whoa, I had no idea that this guy was this way. And also, remember I told you that Rick and Dumbfounded did the podcast Homeroom together?
Mm-hmm.
In that podcast, they talked about Ed.
Mm.
Did you know that there's this guy that kicked out his mom
Mm.
on Thanksgiving?
Mm-mm.
They didn't name him,
Mm-hmm,
but they
mm-hmm.
had a whole like episode discussion.
Okay.
So there's that history. So
Mhm.
all these people that are being attacked by
Mm-hmm.
Ed all have said particularly something about that dog sweater incident. You don't think it's personal?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That's where it's at. And of course, what are the chances? I haven't come to this conclusion, but so many people are like, what are the chances you are dealing with your account got hacked? And I'm like, well, people's accounts have been hacked before. But when mine got hacked, Jane,
This was before?
this
You
was
mean-
just Sunday.
Oh.
This Sunday.
Oh, the reason why it's frozen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, my account is frozen. Someone hacked into my account. I was about to go to a tennis match.
Uh-huh.
Right when I opened my phone, porn is uploaded on my page. Multiple porn videos, back to back, upload.
Oh my God.
Now, I've heard of people being hacked,
Mm-hmm.
but usually, like, they try to go after changing their profile and all these different things.
Mm-hmm.
Never did I hear other people talking about porn was uploaded on their pages.
Mm-hmm.
And now my account is frozen. And I can't make any videos, whatever, but blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say, like, I think this and that unless I have proof.
Mm-hmm.
But so many people are like, I don't know, like, the timing of this seems... And
Mm.
I don't think that Sketchy Ed is capable. I don't think he's that smart to do. But there are people who are for hire.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people who foam at the mouth, want to find a way to do
Mhm.
something, right?
Mhm.
Anyways, that's where things are now. But I did get beautiful flowers from Sarah
Oh.
with a note
Yeah.
that said, Ellen Onni,
Yeah.
you helped me at a time where you put a smile on my face when I couldn't.
Mm.
So for me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, everybody's like, oh, are you a rapist apologist? You know, like, I'm like, no, I'm someone who's defending a mom because
Mhm.
I believe it. What happened to believe women?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're selling. So in the same breath as he's condemning us
Mhm.
for invalidating SA victims, he says that Dr. Gia, who revealed that she was also abused by her PhD professor, he says, I don't believe her. So who decides who to believe?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently only Ed. Well, I believe this woman, this mom. You know how hard it is to be a mom, Jane. And imagine being a single mom. And we've talked about single moms and how much we give hats off to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then imagine having a medical need child
Mm-hmm.
that you're in the hospital with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I believe her. I believe that she doesn't have the bandwidth to give a
No.
fuck about all of Ed's reportings.
She didn't need this.
She has enough on her fucking plate.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I spoke up for her. Is my beef with Ed personal? Yes. Because he's done this to me too.
Yeah.
How could it not be personal? It's fucking personal
Mhm.
when you cut out my children's faces.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. I'm not going to be sorry about that. I've never been this mad. I mean, of course I've been mad, but like this kind of rage,
Mhm.
when you come after people's children, people's livelihoods, people's actual real life, social media is one thing. Dissecting what someone says on social media is one thing, but if it actually affects their day-to-day life, I'm not going to sit by while you attack the most vulnerable people in our community.
Mhm.
Anyways.
How did we get here? in such a short amount of time.
Well,
Like everything is so
but you know what?
accessible now and everybody is a public figure.
But I don't feel
Everyone
as
online is,
right.
has a public presence.
I know it's getting to
Everyone is a
be
voice.
all too much. But
Yeah.
not everybody needs a platform.
No.
And it's so easy to think someone can abuse it. But I'm not a fucking narcissist, okay? Yes, I have some personal things that went down with this man, but I also can read the fucking room.
Mhm.
It's not just my opinion.
Mhm.
So on Reddit, there's a whole forum of people like, whoa, this dude is unhinged.
Mhm.
I didn't hire bots to write this. I
Mhm.
don't have that kind of rage-filled audience that Ed has that are going to be motivated. These are people who are going on Reddit because they're afraid to say it because he'll dox them or
Mhm.
come after them, right? So there's a whole online forum of people like, something's not right with this guy. And apparently he's like smoking insane amounts of weed.
Mhm.
Like
Cuz he's stressed. Maybe. I don't know.
one time he made this video, he's like, I'm in pain. You don't know how much pain. My back gave out. I'm like, that sounds like a you problem. Why is that anybody else's? I mean, we all have shit.
We all do that. I mean, we all.
But like, why
Yeah.
does that have to do with how you're reporting about SA victims? Like, I would
Yeah.
love, I would love nothing more but then to make food videos and do skits. And I'm like, let's be fucking for real. Ed, if you made skits, nobody would fucking watch it. Nobody wants to hear your food reviews. Your brand and where you make your clicks is rage bait. Like, who the fuck are you talking to? This is what I don't want to do this kind of thing. You live for this shit. 주제 파악을 너무 못해. Like, in Korean, that means someone who is really not aware of where they stand. So anyways, I was afraid that you might judge me.
No, I don't judge you.
For
It's
getting
just, like,
involved in this.
This is why I can't do it. It's gross to me.
It's so gross.
Like what it's become.
Right. But Jane, this woman, Sarah, couldn't hurt a fucking fly. That's the energy she has. I'm like, I said, go look at her page. Look at the video she makes. She goes, everybody's going to Coachella, but I'm at the hospital singing Bieber to my child. This is Biebercella at the hospital. She's making videos singing to her child at the hospital. You think she's out here chasing clout, apologizing for a rapist? That's what they're saying. You're chasing clout. 속 타. My soul is on fire. But now people are coming forward and saying, yeah, what he's doing is fucked up.
Mhm.
The temperature, I do believe, is changing.
Yeah.
And I think we are, like you said, everybody has a microphone, everybody has a platform.
Yeah.
We need to fucking like be able to gauge, but who actually is of sound mind? Who needs
Yeah, and that's the
therapy?
thing is, like, part of it is, like, it's like you live and you learn. Like, you have to it for so many, it doesn't become real unless you experience it firsthand.
Yeah.
Um, because it's so easy to be fly on the wall
Yeah.
and judge and then
Right.
want to throw your voice in there and, you know?
I actually had a follower write to me, like, I used to follow you,
Mhm.
and all this stuff about Ed is like tiring. Go back to your regular content. That's what this person told me.
Okay.
Like, this is getting to be too much. And I addressed it. I said, you know what? I'm sure you're not the only one. Like, I'm not even mad about it. I'm like,
Mhm.
I am aware
Mhm.
that there's this sentiment that I'm just pulling on this
Mhm.
personal beef with Ed, and it's stretched out. I think that's valid. I can see that from your point of view. But let me tell you this, unless you've been in my position
Mm.
where somebody is digging through your personal finances, cutting out pictures of your family members, your children, and trying to paint you as a monster because you have bills to pay and trying to assassinate your character. Most importantly, the burning image of my children's face being cut out of their family photo that I cherish from where you're blocked. If you have not had that experience, you can't say shit. And
Mhm.
I'm not going to sit idly by as a single mom that I've gotten to know and admire with that I know from every fiber of my being, she knew nothing,
Mhm.
as she says.
Mhm.
I believe her 100%. I will speak up for you. And if that is too much for you, totally understandable. I can see that point of view. I'm not Ed. I'm not going to dox you. I'm not going to share with people where you work because you didn't like my opinion. You're tired of my videos. That's okay. By all means. I said by all means, and I say this with no hate. Unfollow, drop me, block me, do
Mhm.
what you got to do.
Mhm.
But I have never like catered my content hoping for more views, more followers. Like, I'm going to say what's on my mind,
Mhm.
especially if it fucking rubs me the wrong way. You're
Mhm.
going to hear about, you know, what warms my heart, but you're also going to hear about what fucking ignites my rage.
Mhm.
And that's been who I've been since 2020.
Mhm.
I haven't switched up. This is who I am. And people say you want them to be authentic. And when you are, it's too much. Well, you can be the judge of that. But you're not going to change who I am.
Mhm.
I've
Mhm.
always been this way.
Mhm.
Go look at my page. I have not been consistent in views. I don't try to consistently make content a certain way. It's
Mhm.
up and down.
Mhm.
This is what's happening. Boring as fuck. This is what's happening. I'm pissed as fuck. I'm a human being.
Yeah.
I'm not a content making
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I don't get
Mm.
brand deals. And then they were like, actually, I didn't know all that, but okay. Like, still follows me. So here we are.
Yeah. Wow. Is this all like predominantly in within the Asian American community?
I believe so.
Yeah. It's like ironic.
Happy AAPI month! You know, just another day being
The
Ellen
cure
Aquario.
to all of that is to, you know, take it offline and like be in community and in pour into relationships like
Yeah.
offline.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
I did a Korean barbecue dinner for my mother-in-law. Actually Sunday. Oh no, Monday. Just
Mhm.
Monday.
Mhm.
I poured my heart into
Yeah, good for you.
because I
Yeah.
can separate my real life
Yeah.
and know what real life is about. So
Yeah.
we did a great balcony
Mhm.
dinner And I live a good life.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
People, and it's funny because people are like, "Are you okay?" Like a lot of people are asking,
Yeah.
and especially with my account um being frozen. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try to take it as a break
Mm-hmm.
and focus
Mm-hmm.
on things I need to get ready for, like the Korea trip. I
Yeah.
got shit going on,
Yeah.
so I'm good.
No, I believe. I believe you
Yeah,
are.
I mean,
Yeah.
like you told your friend,
Yeah.
I know Ellen's good.
It's
You were right.
like I guarantee you
Ellen's
she's
keeping it moving.
living her life.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to. We don't have the luxury of
Mm-hmm.
sitting at home
Mm-hmm.
and cutting out other people's children's
Mm-mm.
faces
Mm-mm.
because we don't like them.
And if it ever gets there, it's like that's my, sign to bow out.
Pack it up.
Yeah, pack it up.
We're done.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, let me end on a
Okay.
fucking funny note, okay?
Okay.
So he calls all of us middle-aged women
Mm-hmm.
like an insult, right? I'm like, Ed, you have an 81-year-old mother. The youngest you could be is 40. You're unk. You're
I just
a저씨.
learned this unk status.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an a저씨 himself.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody wrote on my page he's actually 42.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you're 2 years younger than me. Who are you calling? What do you think you are when you go
Yeah.
look in the
You're
mirror?
like, you're 친구.
You're 옆집 아저씨. 너무 주제 파악을 못 한다니까. I mean, I wrote a comment. I'm like, wow, the way he talks about other people, like they're ugly, old, and fat and whatnot. He thinks he's 차은우?
or 변우석.
Like, who are you? This is why I say people shouldn't be delusional. You know? Like, it's clearly the platform he's built has clearly gotten to his head. So, anywho, let's get back to our real lives.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to.
Enough for today.